As we bring Foundation 7 to a close, we'd like everyone to pause for a moment and truly think about something. Communication is not just a part of life. Communication is life. The quality of communication affects our income, our leadership, our marriages, our parenting, our teams, our businesses, our influence, and ultimately, our entire future. Most people spend their entire lives learning technical skills, yet almost never master the skill that determines whether or not those technical skills are ever fully valid: effective communication. Because of that, some of the smartest people in the world remain broke. Some of the most talented people remain overlooked. Some businesses with incredible products fail miserably because they never learned how to communicate value effectively. Throughout Foundation 7, we explored something far bigger than scripts, far bigger than tonality, and far bigger than sales. We explored human connection, human emotion, human certainty, human trust, and how every single one of those things can rise or fall based on how well we effectively communicate. The Synergy EKG Method of Communication is not about sounding robotic. It's quite the opposite. It's not about memorizing lines like a machine, and it's certainly not about manipulating anyone. It is about becoming intentional. Intentional with our energy, our pauses, our certainty, intentional with our pace, and intentional with our delivery. Because every great communicator realizes something that most people miss. People do not simply respond to words, they respond to feelings. Two people can say the exact same sentence and create two completely different outcomes. Why? Because effective communication is a performance, not a fake performance, not acting, but intentional emotional delivery. The wrong tone can destroy trust. The wrong pace can create anxiety. The wrong energy can create resistance, and the opposite is also true. The right pause can create certainty, the right inflection can create emotion, and the right delivery can create belief. This is why we explored voice inflection, body language, eye contact, facial expressions, body posture, hand gestures, body positioning, and personal space. Energy, cadence, pacing, volume, emotion, emphasis, and intentional delivery. Because effective communication is not flat. A flat line means we're dead. Communication is a rhythm. Communication has emotional movement. Communication has life. And the most effective communicators in the world have come to understand this instinctively. Great leaders do it. Great speakers do it. Storytellers, parents, great coaches, and great performers do it. And now, you know how to do it too. But let's be brutally honest. Understanding it intellectually, not enough. Because knowledge without repetition changes nothing. Knowledge without mastery only leads to frustration. Foundation 7 only becomes powerful when it's practiced, repeated, daily, obsessively. Because eventually, effective communication stops feeling forced and starts becoming part of who we are. We'd like to challenge everyone. Let's stop communicating accidentally or randomly. Let's stop drifting through conversations without awareness. Let's stop speaking without intention or purpose. Let's stop allowing fear, uncertainty, hesitation, and emotional inconsistency to control our delivery. Because make no mistake, weak communication will create weak outcomes. Uncertain communication will create uncertain results. Emotionless communication will create emotional disconnect. And over time, those small moments compound. They affect trust, our ability to lead, and our ability to influence. Our relationships, income, our opportunities, everything. But the opposite is also true. Effective and masterful communication changes lives. It improves companies, marriages, families. It changes futures. When people feel certainty from us, they trust us more. When people feel better understood, they connect with us more. And when people feel emotion, they remember us more. This is one reason why effective communication is one of the greatest competitive advantages that any human being can ever develop. Some will spend their entire lives trying to become more successful without ever realizing that their next level in life is trapped behind the way they communicate. So let's continue sharpening our communication abilities, sharpening our awareness, sharpening our energy, sharpening our certainty, and sharpening our delivery. Let's work to become effective communicators who move people, leaders who inspire people, professionals who connect deeply with people, and human beings who make others feel seen, heard, understood, and valued. That is effective communication. That is influence, and that is leadership. And that is the Synergy EKG method of communication.